just...
I don't know why those guys are going all the way around. That was weird.
You should just start typing messages to him like, I won already, why don't you leave?
Yeah, but that's never true, though. You know that.
Yeah, but maybe it'll make him leave.
Or be that dick that types like GG for the other guy. I always hate that.
Be like, well, you should message him, why aren't you GGing? Why you know GG? Why no GG? No, I agree with you. That's obnoxious. All right. I think this is it.
Hopefully.
I think so.
So here is a successful application of the one base mute build. You just keep the guy off their guard, and you can either choose to then go for the long game, and can he keep this?
No, he's not going to keep it.
Right.
But
or you know, really you could keep him pushing with mutes. At that point when it's so successful, you can kind of do whatever you want. But there's ways
it was really successful, this game, for you.
Yeah, there's ways this build can go very wrong as well, which maybe we'll see soon.
Yeah. All right. GG.
GG.
G.
So let's go on to a second game real quick and see how it works.
FF.
FF?
TT. HH.
It's hard to talk, man, during playing.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing really well. Sometimes I just hear the sounds of your voice and the waves.
It's soothing, right?
It is soothing.
Yeah, I've been told that I have a very soothing voice.
You could see that I'm noobish. Gold League.
Good. If this was beta, you'd be doing awesome.
Maybe. But like, you know what? People get so obsessed with the ranking system.
I don't worry about it. Really.
Yeah, like because like when you're worried about it, it really stops you from experimenting.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I know it works, and I'm gonna do this, and it's kind of nice to be like, I don't care.
Yeah, it is. We are not pros. We're not competing for money.
Yamato Taco, we're going.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I like his game, Yamato Taco. That's awesome.
And he is random, and that terrifies me on this map because if he's Zerg, this changes everything, and this build won't be able to be used at all. Because Zerg on Blistering Sands only rushes every Zerg except me.
So let's see what he is and hope he's not Zerg, or maybe hope that he's bad Zerg. But anyways, I think it's important to remember that we are playing the game for fun, not only just to win. And it's nice to get a high ranking and get into like a good league. It's fun, but it's also like we're playing. Also, the thing that I want to make the most point about that topic is that we're all, I think, playing to get better.
Yeah, exactly.
And to improve, especially probably the people who watch the show, because that's all we talk about ever. Is playing, not really playing to win, but playing to improve. And so as long as you're getting better, as long as you take something away and you learn, then no matter what level or league you're at, I think you're doing good.
Yeah, and you know, oh Christ, here we go, and we're gonna see a spawning pool because random. So we're just gonna go pool first. Are we gonna see a pool?
Nice call on that.
Nope.
It's like your worst nightmare that could possibly occur.
Yeah, but he hasn't gone pool yet, so you know what? He might actually be going economic build, which is very good in this situation.
You should build your creep on top of his creep, so that way he can't build on his creep anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Cool.
Anyway, so you're just going on with what we were talking about earlier, same build, right?
Yeah.
See what happens.
I'm just trying to see when the pool's going down.
Yeah. I think he's trying to keep you from seeing when the pool's going down.
Yeah, I think so too. He's about to be successful.
There it is.
There's the pool. So we're both going for late pools, but does he have a gas? All I need to see is gas.
He does not have a gas up yet. He might not be so used to Zerg.
No, okay, so...
and you have both gases up, so...
Yeah, but nothing in mining.
You know, I think he could be saving minerals for Zerglings. Right? Is that possible or no? I don't know how Zerg works that well. Not really.
Yeah, he could be. I mean, you know, I just don't know yet. It looks like he's just going for a general economic game right now.
Okay. But he doesn't have a hatchery up yet, which he normally would now, right?
Yeah, no, there's no hatch, but there are 2 drones following me, which I very much like.
Yeah, it also makes me wonder what he's doing, or maybe if he's not, like, maybe I don't know. But I mean, I'll usually chase one worker with 2 workers, but I won't chase him that far across the map.
Yeah.
So next is you wanna, as soon as your lair finishes, you start building your queen, right? Or you build your spire first.
I build spire first and then into queen. It kind of has a timing where the extra larvae pop off exactly when you need them to, exactly as the spire finishes. And I'm throwing down a sunken.
I think that's a good play, especially against the possibility of the Zerglings that are possibly a possibility.
The rush distance is so fast. Then luckily I have this guy here to just check everything out.
Yeah, I think he's in a good spot. I like his positioning. The Overlord positioning is like so nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
yeah.
What are your fears right now?
A Ling Rush. A Ling Rush can really be bad in this situation. I'm going to hide the. You know what? I'm not going to hide the Spire. Or I'm going to, just because it's fun. But this is dangerous what I'm doing right now. And really, against Zerg, I prefer to keep the Spire next to my base.
Yeah.
Because over there, you can't defend it.
Zerglings are so mobile that if he discovers the location, which is easy for him with his overlords, if he just flies them over past that spire is going to be very hard to defend.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't see any rush coming yet.
So at what point would you be like, this is really weird? Is he building? Does he have an expansion?
Yes, he does. Which is perfect for me because that means I get a chance to punish him for his expansion.
Nice.
But I have to be successful. Oh, and I forgot my queen, and that's really bad. And this build now is completely off. And that's the danger of doing any build that requires exactness. But because he's expanding, it might buy me just enough time.
I think that him expanding is the best thing that he could possibly be doing for what you're doing.
Yeah, it just, the timing needs to be pretty critical and getting in there early.
I mean, like, if he's not, but the thing is, like, what's he expanding for? He's got to be going for a macro. He might be going for expansion and then mute, like, you'll be ahead of him on mute production. And otherwise he might be just macroing up, and if you're not pressuring him, he's not going to build up, really.
Yeah.
I would think. I don't know, like I said, I'm not, Zerg is, like, ZVZ is something that I'm not so, awesome at knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, the bonus of this is I'll have definite 7 mutes for sure, but this is like so risky. This lair coming up this late, it's just like,
now would you ever put down in the sense situation where you're delayed, would you
and here come
put some extra spine crawlers?
Transfer. I would, but I don't need to right now. I just want to see really how this goes. No, Overlord capped.
So that's not good, right? When you get Overlord cap and you're trying to build mutes.
Yeah. Well, I'll have enough.
Yeah.
So still.
You do still have 300 minerals, so you there you go.
And I don't think he's prepared for this at all because I haven't seen a scout. I haven't seen anything. So.
Yeah, I don't really know what he has actually.
So I have 5 mutes, and that's fine for now. But really, I could just continue mute production on this.
Yeah, I would make more mutes. You're in a pretty solid economic position right now. I feel like he's in better economics, but I don't know what his defensive status is.
At his expansion, honestly, probably just his queen, which has to go down first with some heavy micro.
Yeah. Now, I'm curious to see if he has anything to counter this. Your biggest threat right now is Hydras.
Yep.
So, after you take out that hatchery, I would just run in as fast as possible, look for the Hydralisk den. Because right now,
probably Hydras coming out right now.
The Hydras are probably coming out like right around now.
It's very big for me to get.
I don't see anything coming out yet, so
it's gonna take a little while. These are my other mutes or Hydras are gonna see.
Yeah, the problem is just how long it takes for. Yeah,
and it's Hydras.
So it's just how long it takes to kill a building with Mutalisks.
Yeah.
It takes a really long time.
But
so now that's good. You're in a good spot, right?
Yeah.
Does roaches kill hydras or hydras kill roaches?
No. What?
Hydras versus roaches. Who wins?
Hydras versus roaches.
Yeah, hydra versus roach. Who wins?
It depends.
Okay.
I like to have roaches.
I'm asking what's your go-to now that you've seen that he has hydras? What do you want to build?
I go right for banelings, and actually that is part of this build. If I was thinking it out a little bit better,
yeah, you would have the banelings already being made. I noticed you had your roach warren already being built. Yeah,
but really in this situation,
you have hydras in his base. Okay, cool. That's good.
In this situation, now that he has to go mass Hydra, and a lot of times, I would plan for this a little better.
Yeah.
Is to be ready with banelings.
Yeah.
And here come Hydras to try to block all this.
Nice. So
because banelings really do just wreck.
This is good though because you do have now hydras are fast on creep, so I would stay out of his base. But you do have a lot of mobility over him off of creep with your mutes, and that's good because you can keep him pinned in his base, which is really what you want right now.
Yeah,
Economize keeping in his base and not engage the hydras at all.
Yeah, I know. But you need to show your presence.
Yeah, but not to the hydras.
Yeah.
To the, it's like the look at this hand, get slapped with this hand kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
at this point, it's keeping map control, and then really pushing for those banelings to get out and just decimate.
Yeah.
This Hydra is.
I also think this is like definitely a good amateur hour from a sense of how many times I can say so. I think I've said so.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens now. So when you move in with the drone and start to build something in his base,
figure why not?
Yeah.
I get killed already. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. I've seen people do that like very successfully actually. Sometimes.
Okay, so now with banelings to back up, this becomes one of those very horrifying situations for him.
Yeah.
Just because banelings wreck. I mean, truly wreck hydras, like to the point where it's like disgusting.
I'm excited to see this wrecking. So it seems like going from the last game and this game that the general build here is to get those super fast mutes and then follow up with banelings. He does have a lot of hydras there.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a hard situation. They got to pull back. This might be a bad situation for me.
See, now with banelings, when you were gonna charge banelings in, you usually want to have something to run with them, right? Like Zerglings.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of the thing that really just got caught off guard with. But just look at that. Look how banelings just decimate, And now, really, with enough roaches, you can kind of push in and win. Now I have one muta left out of this entire initial muta push, but that really has to be just used as a scout at this point because
you can't really use him aggressively with all the hydras that are on the field anyways.
Yeah.
You don't really they serve their purpose, and you got him to. That's really also an awesome aspect of mutes. You can get him to tack where you want him to tack, and have the counter ready like you do here with the banelings. Now he is expanding. Like I feel like now you're entering into sort of a stalemate a little bit, where he does have lots of Hydralisks, but you also have the baneling tech advantage. Now, at this point, do you push hard for the win, or do you start to economize knowing that you have an economic lead?
It's tough.
Because he does have that hatchery back up again, and if you spend too much larva now making banelings, he will catch up to you economically.
Look at this. I have my economy is pretty bad, in a bad shape right now.
Yeah. But I think you might still have the lead on him economically. So I don't know. How do you make that decision? Do you just lead with your dick, or do you just go? Do you think with your head?
No, I like to lead with my dick, man.
All right. So yeah, whatever happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.